Hey everybody, my name is Kimo Casey and I want to welcome you to my very first YouTube video. What? Video? Yes, my very first one. So first of all, who am I? I'm 60 years old. Hold up. Okay? I'm 60 years old. I want an honest channel, and what I want to do, 60 years old. I'm actually 60 in 5 months or some shit like that. And hey, have you ever had a problem putting on muscle your entire life? That's me. I have never been able to get jacked, and I want to get jacked after 60 years old. And how am I going to do it? And let me back up for a second, okay? I've never been jacked, and I'm going to show you a picture. And this is not to say like I was really great at racing motorcycles. Well, that's pretty good. But it's to show you I've been a skinny ass motherfucker since I was 17 years old. My frame is almost the same, okay? This picture is about a year old, and this is what I look like. Okay? My daughter, not my wife. My wife passed away. And I want to get jacked. Okay? There's nothing like being jacked. I just want to be jacked. Now, before I go on to what I'm doing, I'm going to tell you I'm not a doctor. I'm certainly not your doctor. And if you want to go on this journey with me, which to me is going to be life-changing, but I'm not jacked as of this moment. I'm going to go on this journey to get jacked together. So let's see if we can do this together, okay? So, roll medical disclaimer. Now that that's out of the way, how am I going to do it, right? There are tons and tons of fitness dudes out there. There's 3 or 4 of them over 60 years old. But you know what the difference is? They've been jacked before. They were either CrossFit trainer, bodybuilders, some kind of buffed athletic guy prior to them turning 60 and maintaining the muscle they had. That's not me. Okay? I am starting from scratch to get jacked. And what are my goals? My goals are 5 weeks, 5 pounds of muscle, 50,000 views, and 500 subscribers. So to start off with, what I'd like to know is, guys, text me, or sorry, in the comments, tell me like, how old are you and where are you from? Because one of the things I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to cheat. And if you want to cheat, I'll show you how to cheat. But I'm cheating with performance-enhancing drugs, aka steroids, okay? Now, since I'm going on steroids, I've been on about 3 weeks already, okay? And the transformation is ungodly. And it is so unfair to anybody who is a natural athlete. It's absolutely ridiculous. In fact, I never even thought of having my own YouTube channel. But the fact that I had gained 3 pounds of solid muscle and lost 3 pounds of fat in 3 weeks, being on steroids basically, is incredible. So, but what I did do was I got base work, blood work done, because I was told that that's probably a really good idea and I should have that as a backup to know where I started with and to see if my cholesterol gets out of control or if my testosterone, if things just like get out of whack, I'm gonna have a heart attack and die and shit, then I'll probably, we're gonna cut it short, we're gonna back it down. But as of right now, I went ahead and I quit drinking, quit smoking anything, including cigars. I'm sorry guys, I'm just, anything that has to do with the liver or the kidneys, I just needed to cut it out. I cut out all sugar. And like I said, I did the blood work, and my base blood work came back, and I can't really share it because there's nothing to share. It's just like the baseline. But I can tell you that my goal is to once a week, I want to do a reveal, meaning I'm going to take my shirt off and tell you how I feel, how I look, etc. Because really, my only goal, I'm 60 years old, I'm single, I want to look better, I want to feel better, I want to fuck better. Okay, that's my goal, right? And being jacked is really the way to do it. And I'm going to do it through exercise, diet, and drugs. So, if you want to go on this journey with me together, let's do it. What am I doing? I'm going to start off in this first video and tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing 400 milligrams of testosterone per week. Now, I happen to do microdosing, meaning that I do a smaller amount every day that equals 400 or about 420 at the end of every week. Because of the fact that, one, it hurts like a bitch. I gotta tell you, man, to get yourself a big ass shot in the ass, it hurts like a bitch. It makes a big knot, and I don't like it. Number 2, it's supposed to be better for the dispersion of the chemicals, in your body. And I know that it's an oil-based thing, and there's a big argument about intramuscular or subcutaneous. I'm doing subcutaneous because it doesn't hurt that much, okay? Now, it's like, if I'm gonna do something and it's gonna hurt me, like, what I want, I don't like stabbing myself in the ass every day already, let alone a 1.5-inch needle. So I've gone with a 5/8-inch needle, subcutaneous. So far, great results. Everything's been great. However, not everything is roses, and you have to pay the piper sometimes, guys. And I'm going to share all the good, the bad, and some of the ugly, because I haven't had really any ugly yet. But I know that there might be some coming. I'm going to have to tone this back a little bit just to make sure that I get this right. So 400 milligrams testosterone. I take 20 milligrams of Anavar. I chew it up and I make it sublingually right before I go to the gym. I give myself 30 minutes to get to the gym. It takes me about 30 minutes to get warmed up. And also, while I'm on this point, one of my criteria was I don't want to work out more than 1 hour a day, right? Because that's not realistic for any of us. I mean, at our age, like 1, you're either still working, 2, you're semi-retired, 3, you're totally retired, or you got shit to do and you just want shit to do. You want to hang out with your grandkids, whatever. I'm telling you, there's nothing like looking better than you did last time when you go see your grandkids and those little fuckers are like, dude, look at your guns. You're like, fuck, man, you're getting some arms and shit, right? Yeah, to see those little guys, man, that's pretty cool. I gotta admit, it's pretty cool, right? And yeah. Okay, sorry, back to what we're doing. And then I'm also taking 0.25 IUs of human growth hormone per day, and that's mostly for recovery. And I will tell you that so far that stack is better and stronger and more determined than I am, meaning that I can go in and do 6, 8 sets of arms, traps, shoulders, not be sore, be stronger than I was yesterday. Come back and do it again. And I haven't found the limit yet, so I thought, hey man, if you guys want to go on this journey with me, let me share some of the good things, the bad, and some of the ugly. Really quickly, in my very first video, some of the good things, I'm telling you guys, man, after it took me about 10 days of microdosing testosterone to be the horniest motherfucker around. Now, I'm fortunate. I mentioned earlier my wife passed away. That was many, many years ago. It was about 4 years ago. And I had met someone else. I've been dating this beautiful redheaded woman for almost a year now. And man, dude, it's like you remember when you're 20 and you're just like, I got morning wood. I mean, you just flip over looking for, where's the girl? Where's my girlfriend? Where is she right now? That's how you feel. And testosterone, right, the main ingredient of my program and what I'm doing is the fact that there's a kid. He's a fitness influencer. I like this kid, actually, and he's in better shape than me. I like this kid. His name's Alex Eubanks. And he made a statement. He said, and he's younger, so he doesn't exactly know what you and I are talking about. But the fact is that he made a statement saying, testosterone makes you feel like more of a man. And I thought that was one of the greatest statements that anyone ever made, because it really does. Once I got my testosterone back to where it's supposed to be at my age, at 60, and then I exacerbated it to super physiological levels, you start to feel like a fucking stud. You feel like a hero. You have confidence. You put your shoulders back. You look bigger, even if you're not bigger. You stand up strong. Now, in the next couple of videos, I'm going to share this great study from the New England Journal of Medicine about guys who took steroids and exercised, who took steroids and didn't exercise, who took steroids and didn't do shit, and placebos, and then exercise along with placebo. Great study, unbelievable results, guys. You got to stay tuned and subscribe, and I'll let you know as soon as I can. But I plan to post as much as I possibly can on my journey, and I'm not afraid of the comments. If you guys are like, hey, dude, when I reveal my shirt, which is probably about 3 or 4 days from now, and you're like, hey, you're not that big, you know what, that's okay. I want the honest feedback, because I want to go on this journey together. And I want you to tell me in the comments, like let's make a little pact here. Like, what do you need, man? What can I do? What am I doing? What are you doing? You're getting better results than me, then maybe I should try, 4 sets on my biceps. I don't know. But let's do that. But it's exercise. I'm going to talk about those. It's diet. And it's performance-enhancing drugs, man. Let's be honest, because there's no shortcut around it, and I can't bullshit. I'm not going to lie to you. That really is the key, and it's been phenomenal. And I very much enjoyed talking to you guys. My very first video, I was scared shitless to do this. Thanks for welcoming me into your home, and just let me talk to you guys, because I very much appreciate it. So please like, subscribe, do your thing. and let's go from there. Okay. Thanks, man. Bye. Or maybe I should say, with a shot, I'm out.